All right, it's finally out of the box, or off the stand. I went aggressive on it. Okay, the splitter's it's a little chipped, but you know what? We can flip a Sharpie on that, and it's good to go. Show Serato. It is fitting though that Kyle Busch's final ice. You can also see where I was like rolling it off. Like, I was just doing circles to push it off. I didn't even like unscrew the bottom. Very fitting that Kyle Busch's last win though was theoretically in a KBM truck in the series that forced them to put a rule in where he couldn't collect points. In that sense, it's a very fitting win. Yeah. Here is the back of the stats for this Atlanta win. Margin of victory, of course, he beat Stuart Friesen by 0.017 seconds. I was pissed off very much. And Kyle has now won. Is it the last two or is it the last three? It's for sure the last two. I want to say it might be the last three, but I don't remember him winning the 2024 Atlanta race, honestly. But he won the last two races there in the truck series, and he was damn good there, honestly, in trucks. Nowhere else was he really like consistently fast though, but the truck series, when he was in the Spire truck, man, he knew how to whip around there. Always. Never seen that kind of speed before. I have actually a lot, but yep, here it is. It's also kind of weird. His last sponsor was, in a way, Hendrick Cars, team where he started his Cup career. There's a lot of moments like that about this last week and a half, 2 weeks, that all kind of fit into that. But I mean, it's a KBM truck, so I'm gonna treat it like one. Taking a look at the sponsors, though, on the front hood, you got Gainbridge. Visit Gainbridge.io. Chevrolet. They really need to update this mold still. I stand by that. Sunoco ARP, Goodyear. No Spire Motorsports number 7 logo, it looks like, though. Oh, sorry, Spire logo's right there. Let me just zoom in here. Budget contingency sponsors always on the trucks. Number 7, Gainbridge, Gardner. I think they ran a couple sponsors in the 8 car in 2023 as a sponsor, like a primary sponsor, I believe. It was like a red and white car. Not to be confused with the Quick Trip car, because I think that was also a different car. Anyways, you got Group 1001. What the hell is that top sponsor? Baloo? I don't know. On the rear end, you got Visit Gainbridge.io again. Silverado, whatever. Number 7, Chevrolet. No Spire Motorsports logo there. On the truck bed, you have Respect. Kind of like just a Spire thing, I guess, there. Chevrolet, Gainbridge, a better way to grow your money. Annuities built for the 21st century. I don't remember the annuity equation because I hate finance now. I did one course and I hated it. Busch, number 7, and Craftsman. Yeah, not much actually damage on this truck as well. For a super speed, a plate race truck, sorry. There really isn't that much damage. I get a little scuffing here on the exhaust. But realistically, that's it. This is a very clean truck. Like maybe some scuff marks just from pushes and stuff on the rear bumper right there. But again, that's kind of just expected at any race, especially on a super speedway. A plate race, sorry, I'm not calling Atlanta a super speedway. And no marks on the front, it seems, either. Just very clean. Now, with this matte finish, of course, this truck has, you notice a lot of little things, like, I don't know what's going on here, but you see, like, kind of like little, almost grease marks in a way, if that makes sense, but otherwise, this truck, is very, very clean, in regards to all that, which is perfect, because I do love when a truck series truck is specifically a clean truck, because we don't get many truck diecast, and a lot of the race wins I've noticed, if they aren't, like, the common winners, it's usually a pretty cool paint scheme. I'm actually surprised this one never made the authentic line, or the winner circle line. This Brawl truck from Len Riggs, I can't believe I forgot his name. Doesn't even look that bad, but anyways, I'll talk about that when that video obviously gets released. It's just a beautiful truck, man. Like it is. I think it might be a little mark actually on the Craftsman logo. No, that's just like, that's supposed to be there, I guess. No idea what that is. No in-car camera, which is odd. Usually I feel like Kyle Busch would have an in-car camera for a truck race. It's pretty entertaining to watch, that's for sure. I have to see how many laps he led, because I don't think he led that many that year. Oh no, he led 80. Never mind. He dominated that race as well. I thought for some reason, maybe it was last year or this past year, he didn't lead that many laps, but he was still at the front all the time. Him and Hostfire, of course, just dominating those two trucks. The Spire trucks, I'm sorry, I think they are a little bit souped up. Was it Chris Gabehart or whatever? He gave Spire something, because there's no way they run this well, right? Like, Hostfire's a great driver, and McDowell's also great, but like, wait, who's the other truck? Oh, Swartz. Swartz also ran pretty good. Like, all three of those cars have had kind of race-winning pace at some point, realistically. McDowell could have won Watkins Glen if SVG just decided to not show up, or, you know, maybe take an extra 2 pit stops in front of the field. Hostfire, of course, won Talladega. Kind of probably the weirdest place to win in terms of speed-wise, because, I mean, half the field wrecked, so it kind of makes sense, but, like, I feel like he had a lot better pace out of the races, actually. Anyways, and Swartz, I think, has been pretty good as well. I thought he maybe had a race-winning pace at one race, but I can't remember. Anyways, they've just been good. They really have been, but enough about that. You know, I just realized, actually, I completely forgot I have a kind of a photo with Kyle Busch. I was thinking about this, like, I'm never actually going to meet Kyle Busch, but, like, I have. It was, like, when I went to Watkins Glen in 2018, it was the first driver I met. And, like, it's a really bad photo, because I think it's, like, his PR rep or whatever is in the front of me. But, like, you can still see me getting, like, a hero card sign. Where's the hero card? Hold on a second. Let's find this. I just remember that now. That is crazy. I was, like, kind of sad about that in like, a weird way. Not really weird. Just, like, a death sentence. I'm never going to meet someone like that. But I legit did. B. Custer Boyer. B after Boyer, I think. Yeah, there he is. Oh, my God. There it is. Hold on a second. Look at that. Kind of forgot about that. That's... Well, I'm keeping that forever. That is... Huh. Hashtag 18 and 18. Logano stole that saying, I guess, for 2022. Alright. That was a little trip down memory lane. Yeah. First driver going to Bubba's RV, and that the first driver I saw, it was like right before we walk in, Kyle Busch got off his little... Not his little, it's a really nice golf cart, actually. And, yeah, I got a photo with him. Not really. Actually, I guess I didn't get a photo with him. There was a photo of me getting it autographed from him, because I didn't care about photos back then. Really, I cared about autographs. Photos would have been so much better, though. Like, nowadays, I just get them, bam. And I get the hat signed. The hat's honestly the way to go. Anyways, yeah, Kyle Busch moment. Yeah. I got nothing else to say, man. I don't really want to, like, go into, like, all the soft stuff. I'm not good at that. Ever. I've just always, like, been like, this person's gone, that sucks, think about it for a bit, and then just try to move on. But, like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird to put into words when you lose people. And, like, you know, you don't even know this person personally, but they've been such an important part of your life in a way. I mean, I used to hate the guy, mostly because he won so much, but then, like, over the years, you get over him. Even when he was in the 18, I didn't mind him. After, like, 2020, like, he really humbled after that, at least in my opinion, in my view of him. It really humbled, but, fuck. Alright. This is a cool diecast. If you can find it, find it. If you can find any Kyle Busch car, find it. And if you're ever going to sell a Kyle Busch diecast, don't be a jerk. Sell it for a reasonable price, okay? Make it so someone else can have a memory of having a Kyle Busch car in their collection. Because I was lucky enough to have probably 20. And I know I'm only showing 7 right now. But just putting everything together, like, these diecasts are sorted everywhere. I mean, well, we got these 7 here. I've got this one got in Daytona. Also, wait, hold on a sec. I did walk by Kyle Busch at Daytona in bowl qualifying, and I have a photo of him after he got out of the car. It's not really a photo with him, though. Anyways, back to the point. What is it? That one there. It's his Real True Texas win. You've got, like I said, those 7. And then you got those ones down there. And then you got a bunch more Authentics ones that I have everywhere. But, like, some people aren't lucky enough to have Kyle Busch cars. And, like, down the road, people won't. And that's the crazy part about all this, honestly. If you think of it as a collector, not as a race fan specifically, because some people are never going to get to watch Kyle Busch now win or race. And at least for me, I got to see him basically in his prime of, realistically, if I remember correctly, 2012. That's when I really remember NASCAR to now. But yeah, you know what? You see a Kyle Busch fan? You found a chance to give him a diecast? Give him a diecast. I don't know. I got nothing else to say. Yeah. I might just end. I don't really have an outro. Rest easy, Kyle. That just sounds weird to say like that. It really does. We're going off the rails a bit now, but thank you for the memories.